Good morning, Saints, TIs, Children of the Most High, 144K, about to fly, mio mayo on the bayou. Today is the 24th of July, 2019. If y'all knew how many takes it takes to get to the end of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop, how many takes I've made on this video. It will not let me go over about 11 minutes, so I'm going to talk really fast, because I'm a rambling woman. And just give y'all a rundown of some dreams I had, then I'll come back on in a little bit after this uploads and do some more. My new iPad that I've only had for a few weeks was already hacked. It wouldn't come back on for a full day. They are really on me, y'all, so I know this is important. This is a gift that I've been shown that I have. It's on lockdown right now, but the Lord is about to activate it. I also believe that we are doing battle in our sleep. If you're like me and you haven't been sleeping much at all, and then all of a sudden you sleep like 12 to 15 hours, and instead of feeling refreshed, you feel like you haven't slept, and you feel super sore, especially my arms. I feel like I've been boxing rather than waking up like, you know, feeling rejuvenated. I feel like so sore. I believe that's because we're actually doing spiritual battle in our dreams, in our sleep, and we're being anointed with these gifts. This is one of the gifts I was shown that I'm going to have. I have had prophetic dreams off and on my whole life. When they become closer and closer together, like I'll have one in 6 months, and then one again in 3 months, then one in a month, and once they get to be every week, that means it's about to come to fruition. So this is my third dream in a week and a half. Actually, my fourth dream in a week and a half. 3 in 1 week that I've had about this superpower gift. The first one I didn't write down because I didn't have a little notebook. I'm going by memory, and all I remember is a witch was throwing a fireball with her hand, kind of like what you see in this picture, but it wasn't shooting a flame. It was just like a red ball, and she was sending it to try to kill me or put a curse on me, and I stuck my hand out, just like you see here. It was my right hand, and when it got almost to right here, to right where this is, the beginning of the flame, it shot back, it ricocheted back on her so fast. She didn't even try to stop it. She knew that she was powerless against the gifts that the Most High gives us. Praise Father. And she turned to run. I don't know what happened to her. I woke up right after that. Okay. But I know it couldn't have been anything good. Okay, then the next dream I'm going to read because I wrote it down so I can actually say it exactly. Okay, so the next one like this, and then I had a dream about an earthquake too, but that's a different gift. I'm just going to do this gift right here to make this under 10 minutes. I'll come back out later and say some other things that are going on. Okay, so the second dream was the 20, let me see. The second dream I had was the 21st, so 3 days ago. I dreamt that I was on a monorail, like train thing, you know, like you see at Disneyland or New York or whatever. New York, you heard me? And but it wasn't on tracks. It was flying above the ground, like taking off in an airplane, and you look down and there was no tracks, and it was not above the clouds yet, but it was about to go into the clouds. And I looked back and I see snow on the ground, which symbolized to me Christmas time, or somewhere cold, maybe in the mountains it symbolizes snow, and a lake. And then I saw a man come out, and he was like really tiny, but it's like I had bionic vision. Like he should have only been 1 inch tall, you know, from way up, but I could see him perfectly. And he was wearing red and black, and he took a black stuffed dog animal. It was a stuffed animal, you know, like a dog, and a picture, and stuck it on a blanket. And I heard in the spirit, he's a Satanist. And I knew instantly he was doing a spell or ritual to kill animals. And I yelled out, "The Most High wants you to stop your witchcraft, Satanist. He does not want one to perish. Turn from your evil ways. Repent now and turn to Jesus. And the Satanists actually heard me, even though I was way up in the air and in a sealed monorail train thing, because I believe it was in the spirit. And he stuck out his hand and threw yet again another fireball. The fireball almost got to me. And right as it was about, I knew he was trying to kill me with it. And right as it almost got to me, it got about as close again as the beginning of this flame. I stuck out again my right hand, and the fireball jetted back to him instantly, so quick. It was like within a split second. He turned to run, but he didn't even have time to run, and it blew him up. And then I woke up again. Okay, so that's two. Then I had the third one last night. I dreamt that this time I was flying. I was above a stage. There was a man, again, dressed in red and black. This man had on a cape. I knew in my spirit he was a Satanist. He was doing a ritual on the stage. The sacrifice was a man, I'm going to guess he was mid-30s. I didn't see his face though. He was tall with light blonde hair. And it was like he was in a trance. I don't know if they poisoned him or he was just so freaked out or scared, or I don't know what it was, but he was like a zombie standing there. They were going to kill him. I flew over him, and in my spirit, I somehow guided him up, lifted him up way over the stage and out through like a black, it was like a black nothingness, like hole that we went through. I don't know if it was a portal or what. And the Satanists realized that the man was being freed, and he tried to send fire to us, but it would not reach through the portal thing. These are some of our gifts that I believe we're being activated with right now. So these are three that I've had in the last week and a half about fireballs being thrown at us, and we send back flames of fire which are stronger than the fireballs. Could this be why they serve that drink called a fireball everywhere? I see it everywhere advertised. I've been all over the South anyway, and it's in every state. And I believe that, I know for a fact that alcohol is a spirit. It's got demons in it, and they attach to people. Maybe that's some sort of demon that's placed into the fireball. Okay, since I haven't got cut off yet, I'm just going to tell y'all another dream I had, which was on the, this doesn't have anything to do with the flames of fire. Fire in the hole. But this is, sorry, this keeps falling. This dream was, I was with a woman in like it was kind of like a parking garage. It was all gray, but it was closed in. And she was asking me, or telling me she didn't think she'd ever have a husband. And the Lord, in my spirit, in the dream, I knew it was Father, said, yes, tell her she will. And you will too. And I've never been married, and I'm 50. And we'll just keep it at that. And take it on down a notch. And I said, is this you, Lord? And I said, I need confirmation that I heard you clearly. In my dream, I asked this, which I believe I was actually in the spirit doing this and was aware of what was going on. And I looked out of a giant glass floor-to-ceiling window and saw a tiny seed sprout, and it shot straight up into the air and became a tree instantly, like within seconds. And it looked like the tree of life. And I believe that was symbolic of, yes, we're going to be married to Jesus. He's going to be our husband, and we're about to go to the wedding. Going to the wedding, going to the chapel, and we're gonna get married. Anyway, yeah. And then the next part of the dream, I found a bottle cap. I haven't got revelation on that yet. I want to show it to the girl that had asked. I believe she was my teammate, another angel. And because I've been shown two women, me and another woman, and two men. And as I find it and go to show her, the ceiling starts caving in and there's white dust everywhere. And two men come out of nowhere, and I believe they were either angels or our team members. and they guided us out. We weren't hurt at all, but it was an earthquake. And where they guided us to was a big phone booth elevator thing, and it was glass, see-through, and that's how we left. And I believe it symbolizes like being teleported. And it's kind of funny because they've got a Star Wars movie coming out where they used to teleport in those old Star Wars, or Star Trek, Star Trek. It's called Pritchard or something. I didn't really watch Star Trek, but they teleported, right? And then Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? And they use a phone booth. So I just found that interesting. But we were protected. We weren't hurt during the earthquake. Then also the other day, 2 days ago, there's the closest place I have is a convenience store. And so I have to wait. I'm up at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And so I have to wait till 6 when it opens to get my little cheap coffee. It's only $1 over there. And so I waited till 6 and I went over there and it wasn't open. I left. I came again. I came over there again at 6:30. It still wasn't open. I went back again at 7. It wasn't open. By this time I was out of water because I was going to get water there too. They have jugs of water which are cheaper. So I thought, wow, I can't believe it's not open. I wonder what's going on. Well, at least I can get the water. The coffee's, not as big of a deal, but I need water. I was dehydrated. So I thought, well, at the little motel, they've got the bottled water. Even though you got to pay $1.50 for a little one, it's in the machine. All the other ones worked, the buttons on them worked, but not the one for the water. And the Lord said there's going to be a water shortage soon. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I found out that the man didn't show up that day. He was 2 hours late to work. So isn't that interesting? So I couldn't get water till after 8. And I was up like at 4, like dying for water. And that's what the Lord said. There's going to be a water shortage. Also, I dreamt night before last, so the 23rd, all I remember on this was that there was men in suits. And I think Trump was one of them. They were walking out of a building really fast, wearing masks and carrying briefcases. And all I heard in the spirit was, this wearing of the mask is because of something that happened from one area to Florida. I specifically heard Florida. I think the other area was the East Coast. And so I don't know if the mask symbolized an outbreak, toxins in the air, or if it symbolized they're wearing masks and their masks are about to be pulled off. And they were carrying briefcases. So I don't know if this is going to be something that we're going to be briefed on. Okay, y'all, I love y'all. I'm praying for everybody. Thank you so much. A couple awesome subscribers donated over the last week. I was able to stay here a couple more days because the rest of the bit that I have, I've got to keep for backup for food and stuff like that. And praying for the next place the Lord guides me. So I really appreciate it. Y'all are a blessing, and may the Most High bless and guide every one of you angels. Get ready to be activated. We are about to be called on duty. We're already on the front lines. So leave a comment if you're feeling like me, like you're not sleeping at all, and then when you sleep for hours and hours, but you wake up like you haven't slept, and you feel super sore and achy. And it's like, I get it, maybe my legs would be sore because I walk 5 or 6 miles in the heat, but not my arms. And I'm used to walking, so my legs are even being sore. And it's interesting because it's after these battle dreams that I have that I wake up like that. So yeah, I believe that we're being trained in our sleep. Okay, I'm praying for everybody. Just get ready to regulate. And I'm out.